morning. Absolutely not my normal filming spot and possibly the worst white balance I have ever had. But it's 7 o'clock and I have not slept all night. So I want to film and put it in the software and then go the fuck back to sleep. Well, sit back anyway. Enjoy the intro. I talked about this in one of my review videos, can't remember which one, but all I want for Christmas is my medical records. I talked about in another video, yet another one, in my goals for 2021, it was to get my medical records, and I want to go and just like slap past me and be like, it's not as easy as you think it is. I started this in March. I thought it would be simple. I thought it would be so simple. I had a doctor's appointment, and while I was there, I was like, oh hey, how do I go about getting my medical records? And the doctor said, oh, you just write it down, put it in writing with your name and some ID identifying information, and just give it to us and then we will print it off for you. Neither of us knew that because I'm trans it would be difficult. So I put in that request in like early March, expecting my records to be given to me late March. It's now December and I have had a few of my records, but it turns out that when you're trans, if you transition your gender marker under the NHS, they just delete all that old stuff and they put it in like a storage that you can't actually get to, so what's the point? And that's kind of it. They don't really tell you this at the time or before or anything. So it's been really frustrating because I have a complex medical history. When I started this channel, I believed I was diagnosed with things that I've not talked about because I was like, I'm gonna wait until I know for sure, because I was going through some medical fuckery, just to be like, hey, do I have fibro or is it something else? And there's like a lot of previous, it doesn't matter right now, but there was lots of previous medical history that I needed access to find out what the fuck is going on. What do I actually have, if anything? And in my goals video, again, I was like, oh, let's, I get to make EDS videos now because it's appearing on some of my records, which must mean I am diagnosed with it. Well, actually, this is another case of the NHS not writing it down. So with my EDS diagnosis, I went and got assessed, and the dude was like, yeah, I believe that this is what you have. You have some of the symptoms of some of the other subtypes, so I would like to get you checked by genetics, but if genetics rules it out or says no, you'll be diagnosed with hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I didn't hear anything back from genetics, so I thought that was it. And technically it was it, because genetics said, no, you know this is a clinical diagnosis, why are you doing this? And then the dude didn't write it down. I heard nothing back since, and none of my other doctors really did. There was just the last known note was a thing about EDS, so that's why it was in my records on some systems. So I do still fit the presentation, just nobody has written it down. That's the only issue, and that is exactly why I have not made any videos about EDS, even though I promised to at the start of the year, and it's in my channel trailer. All I want for Christmas is my medical records, so I know where I stand. It shouldn't be this difficult, so I want to walk you through how to get your medical records if you're trans. I don't really know the answers, but if you're trans, get them before you do anything to your records. If you go in with a name change, wait the 30 days I know it might hurt, but wait the 30 days that it allegedly takes. That's how long they have to give it to you from your written request. Wait that time, get a copy of your records and keep them. Just keep them somewhere super safe. You don't even have to read them. If it's going to be triggering, don't read them, but just have them. So when they change your name and or your gender marker, they don't just delete it and it's just gone forever. You'll have that information. To get your GP medical records, this is the UK NHS, by the way, I just needed to write my name, my date of birth, my address, all the normal stuff that they like verify over the phone. I just put that in writing, say, hello, I would like a physical copy of all of my medical records. This is why. I just said, just for my records, things are getting really confusing and I don't have all the information. They legally have to give it to you no matter what the reason is, unless there's a reason like foul play or anything, or if they believe that you're being pressured into it. And I just gave that to the receptionist and they were like, yep, cool, great. We'll have that for you within 30 days. And it got complicated and they didn't really know. I forgot to supply which dates for. I kind of assumed that they would think I wanted all of my records. And I had a nice phone call where they rang me up to be like, oh, how much do you actually want? And you're like, all of it. And I'm like, oh, it's such a lot of work. Formal complaint was given. And now they keep me a bit more updated. But the update is, oh, we've got up until this date when you've changed your marker. Would you like that? Yes, I would. Would you like us to keep looking for the records earlier than that? Yes, I would. And it's got stuck with storage or supply or whatever they call it. So that's where we're at now. It would be really great to just have my medical records. It's not the end of the world, but it would really help me out because it might mean that I won't have to go back through the system to go get assessed for a diagnosis I was already given, but they never wrote it down. So annoying, because it means I can't access any treatment, or I can't even talk about it without them saying like, oh, it's not in your records, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. It's like third time now. I talked about dismissive doctors being dangerous up here as well, if you want to know more about it. So yes, something I've done to kind of help, I hope, maybe, is a 23andMe DNA test, but that is also just for the family drama of it and for funsies. So we'll let you know if that brings up anything health related. But until then, this was just a rant about the NHS and how hard it is to get a copy of your medical records. I want to do a video about reading some of the weird stuff out, but that's not today's video. And we're also not going to talk about the argument that transphobes like to say about like, oh, it's really important medically that they know your assigned gender at birth. Is it though? Because they're not acting like it. They changed it for me because I came out as genderqueer and changed my name on the system, and instead of asking me, like informing me in what a change in gender marker would mean with my records, they flipped a coin and decided I would be listed as male, which now actually bars me from access to a smear test, which I'm 25. I should have got the letter this year, didn't. Now I have to go and argue about that in 2022 because I thought we'd be having in-person appointments by now, and we're not. So I don't ever want to hear people say it's medically important, because I believe that it is, but I wish they would act like it. Nobody else is, and no one else cares unless you want to be an arsehole. Because it's early in the morning, I'm gonna go now so I can go back to bed and hopefully get some sleep. So don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below if you have had any similar experiences to mine, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time with at least one bonus video every single month, apart from this month, which is Vlogtide, and you're getting 21 videos in 21 days in the lead up to Yule. See ya.